So today we'll discuss about the DSLR Nikon D5500, and this is basically a mid-range DSLR. We can say in Indian market it will cost around 45,000, like this, 45,000. And I got this kit lens with this one. This is 18 to 55 lenses, and I bought separately one zoom lens. This is 7 to 300. It's quite big zoom and it's quite heavy also. And I bought another one. This is a prime lens. This is 1.G, and for the good depth of field you can use this one, and it's a very nice lens. It's with some little price only.
Hi, how are you?
What happened to you?
Actually, sir,
Oh,
I
come
have
now.
also the same camera. See, Nikon. This is D5500.
What can you do with this one? I'm doing one tutorial.
No, just I'm saying.
Okay, I
actually,
know you have
because
same
I have
camera.
also the
So
same.
what
I
can you do with
the
this one?
tutorial also for you.
No need to say anything. Just get lost.
Okay.
Anything too much. You're disturbing here. Don't disturb like this. Otherwise, what I'll do? So this is my camera. This is you can see this is the lens opening button. If you press this one, and you can open the lens, and you can change whatever you need. Okay, when you are putting the lens, just keep in mind this white dot. You have to correlate with this white dot. Okay, so this is the switch off, switch on button. This is the rotating knob. With this one you can change to auto mode. This is S auto mode, and a P mode. This is scene mode. Lots of mode is there. I will not going through details on this one. This is a casual tutorial, and this is 3.5-inch touch control LCD display, and this is the play button, this is the info button, this is the menu button, and with this one joystick also you can move your cursor up and down, and horizontally also you can move. This is a zoom button, and this is the delete one. Okay, you will notice this one. This is AS shutter speed, and this is ISO, and this is aperture control. All the thing is there. You can control from here because you're using DSLR. You want to use the manual mode. That's why all these things are there. And then I'll go to menu. When you open the menu, you will see this all this option. This is shooting menu, and this is custom setting menu. This is setup, all these things, and retouch menu, and also my menu. Okay, so we'll go with this one, shooting menu, and this is the storage folder where you want to store your footage, that is video or that is your picture. And that image quality, you can see this is NEF, raw and JPEG, raw plus JPEG normal, raw plus JPEG basic. Lots of option is there. JPEG fine, actually if you want to save your memory, then you can save in JPEG normal or JPEG basic. JPEG fine will get more spaces in your memory card, but normally I am saving in JPEG raw and normal both, because when you are editing this picture it will not compromise your resolution, so better to go with this one. Okay, And image size, there is I think this camera is 24 megapixel. This is the highest in the resolution for this camera, 6000 into 4000. So if you multiply this one, it will come 24 megapixel. Okay, so medium one is this one 13.5 and small one 6.1, but normally I am using 6000 to 4000, 24 megapixel highest one, because you will get more crisp picture. And this is NEF raw recording. This 12-bit and 14-bit. This is all about this for the video editing and also image editing, but 12-bit is enough also, because if you use this 14-bit, it will take more spaces. Okay, so 12-bit is enough for me. And ISO sensitivity setting, this auto ISO sensitivity, it's off. Actually minimum ISO is 100. If you increase your ISO, so the noise will come more to your picture and your video. So ISO can be increased, you can see up to how much is 25 to like ISO can be increased up to 25,600. So if you use this mode, and you will get more noise, so no need that one. Better to use this 100, or when you are shooting video, or especially when you are shooting in green screen VFX work, so better to use 160 ISO. This is preferable, but now I am keeping is 100. If you put it auto ISO, then camera will control your ISO. That is not good, because when you are using the manual mode, so you can't control your ISO. So next we'll go to white balance. White balance, you can change your white balance from this menu. Is incandescent, fluorescent, direct sunlight. When you're on direct sunlight, you can change this one. Otherwise you can make it as auto, so camera will choose whatever how much white light balance needed, so camera will adjust like this only. Okay, so in a cloudy spaces, you can use this cloudy option, where there is shades and there is some light is there, so on that time you can use the shade option. So normally I am keeping this auto, but when you need, like it's a very direct sunlight, too much light is there, then you can choose this direct sunlight. Okay, so camera will adjust the white balance according to the situation, according to the scene. Okay, so I'll put it auto, and I'll go back, then set picture control. Picture control, you can make it standard, neutral, vivid. Actually vivid, if you do this one, more color, and neutral is standard one also, near to similar. Flat, landscape, all this lots of preset is there, but I am not using all this preset. I am putting as normal standard one, because during the editing it will be good for me. And manage picture control, there is save and edit, load and save where you need to save. This actually same. Color space, actually sRGB and Adobe RGB, two options are there. Actually I am using the sRGB, that is good. Actually Adobe RGB, sometimes when you use this one, actually if you send this photo to anybody else in your friend list, so sometimes the color change, because if they don't have this Adobe software, you will not get exact color, it will change somehow. But if you normally use the Adobe software for your editing and everything, then you can use this one. But most of the cases I am using sRGB, that is more convenient actually. Okay, active delighting, if you want to, if your scene is slightly darkened, and if you want to make it bright, then you can use this one extra high, normal actually, because without changing the ISO, if you want to change the lighting condition, that is a good option actually. Because I am making it auto, camera will control this one. Okay, after that we will go to high dynamic range. This is off because I am using the manual mode, that's why. You can switch it on in auto mode. And release mode, there is single frame, continuous frame. When you want to take lots of photo in a very little time, then you can use the continuous continuous. Lots of option is there. And this is the remote option. Remote I am not using, I am using the single frame only. Okay, this long exposure inner, this off. High ISO inner, this is also normal. Okay, and vignette control, this is also I make it normal, because it will make the color slightly different. And optical wear is also on, wear for the that lens stability or image stabilization, that's optical view. This should be switch on always. Now I'm going to movie setting. Movie setting is actually there is not that much option. The highest resolution you can take 1980 into 180 and 50p. This 50 frame size actually is the frame rate. So I am using this all three options. Sometimes means most of the time I am using 1980 into 20 1920 into 180 24p, because 24p is all worldwide frame rate for film mode. When you are doing a cinematic look or something like that, all the movie you are seeing in the big screen or multiplex, all they are shooting in 24p. And 25p also you can use. It is nearly similar to 24p, but 24p is actually the standard one worldwide for film look actually. Okay. And 50p actually I am shooting in 50p sometimes, because when you need a fighting scene or when you don't want a motion blur, on that time you can increase the frame rate slightly. Because if you shoot 24p and if you shooting the gaming option, like there is lots of motion is there, so on that time you will get some motion blur. Okay, so better to use this 50p on that time. Otherwise I am using the 24p. Other all the lots of option is there. This 50p 614, this is all the lower resolution 720p 424p. I am not using this one. Normally I am using this one 1920 into 180p only. Okay, with 24p. Okay, movie quality I am making it high quality. It will take more spaces, but you need the best resolution without compression. That is very much needed, because if you do the compression, compression, then you will get very noisy effect in your VFX work. Okay. And this microphone you can make it auto sensitivity or manual sensitivity. Manual sensitivity is normal standard is 15, but you can increase to 20. Okay, so manual sensitivity I'll make it 20 only. And wind noise reduction, that should be on, and manual movie setting, that should be on. Okay, now I'll go to second option. This is a custom menu setting. This autofocus setting, lots of settings there. Autofocus you can, this is all the preset you can do, like ISO display on and everything. That autofocus menu I am not changing that much. I am just keeping as standard as given by the camera settings. Okay, and this setup info display should be on. Auto info display, lots of options there. Lock mirror up for the cleaning, so that if you want to clean your sensor, then you can do this one, but not that much necessary. And flicker reduction is auto also. All these things auto. Video mode is PAL. There is two video mode, NTSC and PAL. According to your country you can choose this one, but normally I am using NTSC, and PAL it's okay, because which software I am using for video editing, that is auto convertible, so don't think too much about this one. Okay, and this is HDMI output resolution. HDMI output resolution already 180p progressive. It's the best resolution in this camera, Nikon D5500 actually. And this is the accessory terminal. If you want to use the remote control from outside, then you can use this one. And this is the very good option, the Wi-Fi. If you switch on this Wi-Fi network, and you can connect this camera with one of your phone, or you can connect with the computer also, and you can transfer the data, you can transfer the audio, you can transfer the video, you can transfer the image, everything with the same quality. Okay, you have to download the MUI app only from Apple Store or from Google Play Store. Okay, so without removing the SD card you can do this one. It's a very nice function. And all these things I am not going. This is retouch menu. This is same only. I am not changing all these things on. Okay, this monochromatic fisheye effect, lots of things when you are editing the picture or video in the camera, So on that time you should use all this thing, but I'm not editing anything. I think nobody is editing the video or nobody is editing the picture in the camera. At least I'm not using. Okay, so this is my menu setting which I set in the all these things. This is showing here. This all should be same. Okay, and now when you are playing the picture, then you can see, you can retouch or rating and select to, you can send this one directly to other devices like this. Okay, when its camera is on, okay, when camera is on, you can switch on this one to see all this option you can see in the screen. Okay, and if you want to change the ISO, you can, if you want to change the shutter speed, you can change the shutter speed. Okay, and this is all manual mode. This is the battery control. This is the microphone, and this is the resolution showing, and 20-minute video recording continuously you can do with this one. That should be keep in mind that if you want to shoot continuously above 20 minutes, can be possible. 20 minutes is good, actually good option, no problem for the movie recording. And this is the ISO, all the setting is showing here. Okay, and if you press the info, you can change the thing from here also. Here hot white balance, here exposure, here exposure. If you want to change it, got the lens hood also. If you put the lens hood, it will looks like this one, and open this one and put it in the camera. Okay, it's very easy only. I'll show you. This is already I got. This is Nikon AFP, and also it is 18 to 55 lenses. You can see this 3.5 to 5.6 G aperture control. So maximum this depth of field you will get 3.5. It's okay actually, but for the more nice bokeh effect, you should go for the prime lenses. Okay, and this is also a nice lens. This is a kit lens also. I will go to the prime lens. This is very nice lens with very minimum price. See, here is AFS mode and 50 mm lenses, and you can see this 1.8 G. It's very nice. You can get a very nice depth of field, and you can get a very nice bokeh effect with this prime lens. Okay, and here you can change to manual and auto mode also. It's very small lenses and very lightweight also, and I got a lens hood with this one. And just open this one and you can put it in the camera and use it. It's very easy only. So this all these equipments only, and this is the prime lens, this is the zoom lens, and this is the kit lens. This 18 to 55 is big range. After that 70 to 300 this zoom lens, and this is the prime lens. It is 50 mm fixed focal length with 1.8 G, that is 1.8 aperture capacity. Okay, so this all lenses I am using. This is for mainly portrait and mainly for portrait and more nice bokeh effect, depth of field. This is for the zooming. You can you know from the name, it is for the zoom purpose only. And this one for all uses, like slide zoom and slide bokeh effect, slide everything you can use with this one. This is the normal lenses only. That's, and this I got free with this camera. So this is all about the lens which I am using and the camera which I am using, that is Nikon D5500. So that's all guys for today, and I show you all the features and all the lenses to you. I have also the same. I can do the and video also for you. Again you can, no? What is your problem actually, man? Okay, don't be angry. So I'm saying that you want any tea or coffee? I don't need any tea or coffee. Okay, don't think too much about me. Okay. Why are you angry too much? I am too much angry with you, really. What I'll do with you now? Finish. So, we'll meet you in my next vlog, and so we'll meet you in my next vlog. For the time being, bye bye.